I might open my eyes and find someone standing there. People say I'm crazy, just a little touched, but maybe showers remind me of psycho too much. That's why.
I'm Paul, and welcome to The Transcript. This week, we learn about the Ride to Provide event and look into a recent police brutality incident. MERS Mobile Games discovers episode, and Hamped Up checks out GoFan.
Last Friday, California Senator Dianne Feinstein died at 90 years old. Her legacy includes pioneering roles in Congress, advocating for gun control, and pushing for women's rights. In Holyoke, a shooting led to the injuring of a pregnant woman and the death of her baby. One suspect has been charged with murder, while another remains in the hospital. I'm Eli Hirnandani, and thanks for watching.
Ride to Provide is a bike ride fundraiser that works with local Jewish organizations in Western Mass. It ran annually from 2007 to 2016, but unfortunately shut down. But after 7 years, Ride to Provide is coming back this October. We spoke to Bobby Neymark, who is running this event this year, in addition to Jennifer Levy, co-captain of the Beit Ahava team, and we also heard from NHS students who have participated in past years.
Ride to Provide, it's a family-friendly bicycle fundraiser. From 2007 to 2016, it was fully organized and run by the UMass Hillel up in Amherst, which is the Jewish student group for the university. This is our first Ride to Provide, being the full organizer for it. And we're really excited because we have over 25 teams from all of our different Jewish agencies and organizations throughout the region and internationally participating.
Ride to Provide is super fun. It's a way to pull members of the community together to participate in a really fun community event. It also is a fundraiser for the Jewish Federation, and the Jewish Federation has been very supportive of our congregation and other local congregations and support programming within the community.
Anybody could ride, and really it's about community building and everybody coming together to learn more about the Jewish lifestyle and culture, and also to be supportive of your Jewish brothers and sisters. We have a lot of different organizations that are both participating and sponsoring Ride to Provide 2023. The donations go to those teams directly, and the rest of it goes to our Federation's annual campaign, which gets distributed out amongst our Jewish agencies throughout the area.
I did Ride to Provide for many years. I do have a memory of, like, after it's over, you'd land someplace and there'd be like food and like hot cider and hot chocolate, and it'd be really nice, and you'd like see everybody who did it, and run into people who are like, I knew you when you were this little. It's very community building. I hope to participate this year. It depends on whether or not my family is going to do it, because it's more of a community thing than just I'm going to go do it by myself, but we'll see.
I don't have any concerns about it reopening at all. I'm excited about the chance to come together as a community and go on a bike ride together.
Really encourage people to come out and be supportive. And really it's about strengthening not only our Jewish community, but our greater community to come together for a day of fun, exercise, and enrichment.
If you are interested in participating in the event, you can volunteer, sponsor a ride, or bike. The ride will take place October 15th at UMass Hillel. You can register or learn more at jewishwesternmass.org. We hope to see you there.
This past April, a 6-year-old DoorDash driver from Holyoke was pulled out of her vehicle, pepper sprayed, and arrested by police after a traffic stop for her broken headlight. Marisol Driach was charged and faced injuries from the incident. A lawsuit has recently been brought against the Northampton Police Department, with Driach's attorney stating that Driach's ethnicity and being a native Spanish speaker played a major role in the brutality of the arrest. This incident once again calls into question the ways the police should interact with the community. We spoke to local organization Northampton Abolition Now and State Representative Lindsay Sabadosa to understand the impact of this incident.
As mayor of Northampton, I expect the Northampton Police Department to conduct themselves with respect and professionalism. While an internal and an outside independent investigation found no violations in the April 4th stop, it is clear to me that a slower, more considered interaction and more effective communication could have avoided the escalation of the situation. I was very concerned to see the situation escalate to such a degree on the video and strongly disagree with how the officer handled it. I thank Police Chief Casper for her prompt and thorough action to review and investigate the incident, and the shift commander for immediately reporting the event so that no time was lost in investigating it and addressing the de-escalation and effective communication strategies we expect from officers. I am grateful that there was a WatchGuard cruiser video that recorded the stop and allowed for a visual review and documentation of the interaction. As there is pending litigation, I cannot comment further at this time. In the statement to the Hampshire Gazette, Police Chief Jody Casper stated, quote, "Our community expects and deserves that we meet high professional standards. In this case, we did not meet those standards. Officer Selu could have and should have done a better job handling this matter," end quote. Chief Casper declined to comment further to us due to the pending civil litigation. Officers Selu and Bartlett were found not guilty of any wrongdoing, according to an internal assessment carried out in June by Comprehensive Investigations and Consulting, LLC.
I do think that the Northampton Police Department has a history of bias against Latino individuals and all BIPOC people and poor communities and queer communities and houseless communities in Northampton. The reason that our organization, Northampton Abolition Now, is fighting for police abolition in particular is because the very roots of police themselves are rotten. The institution of policing came to be because there were slave catchers who were trying to return Black people fleeing for freedom to the South. Then the other reason police were created was to actually bust unions and stop people from being able to organize for living wages. And so the institution of policing has always been about the protection of property and profit over people, and the Northampton Police Department is no different.
The response to the recent incident of police brutality in Northampton has led to a great deal of public outcry from my constituents. They've really expressed a lot of frustration because this is exactly the type of event that they don't want to see happen. The driver of the vehicle was not being violent. There were linguistic barriers that were not overcome. There was probably some cultural competency, and the situation escalated really quickly. And I think a lot of people saw that and thought, that could be me, or that could be a family member. So there was a lot of self-identification that happened. Even people who write, I'm very pro-police. I don't have a problem with the police in general, but I really don't think this incident was handled well.
The shortest track to less police violence is simply less contact with police. It's not trying to mess with the institution and get better trained. They've shown that actually doesn't work over time. It's not effective. Better policies are not effective. Better complaint processes are not effective. Civilian review boards are not effective. And the way we lessen regular contact that people have to have with police is by defunding the police, a violent institution, and investing in programs that actually help people and support them. Peer-led mental health services, harm reduction, healthy food, healthcare, good transportation, affordable housing. And that's actually all the city needs to do. If they're willing, and it would produce amazing results for so many community members. It would lessen the violence. But it seems that Mayor Sciarra and a lot of city councilors were not up to the task this last budget cycle.
I'm not sure that we can legislate our way out of this, but that's where police training comes in. The legislature can't handle that very tangible teaching people how to react in very tense situations. So I really think that this boils back down to making sure that we are implementing programs and giving police departments the tools to change this type of behavior. And that, when police departments are hiring people, that they're able to understand the training that they've received and whether that person is a good fit for the department. This is a stressful job, and you're going to be put under intense pressure. And if your response under intense pressure is to lash out, then this might not be the best fit.
We also reached out to Drioch's attorney, Dana Goldblatt, who did not respond for comment at this time. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.
Built in 1979, the Iron Horse, a music venue in downtown Northampton, has been a hub for the local music scene. Since its purchase in 1995, the Iron Horse and its owner, Eric Schur, have had its fair share of controversy. In 2019, several former employees of the Iron Horse accused Schur of violating labor laws, and by the end of the case, they found out that over 20 other workers' rights were violated by Schur, leading to a fine of $100,000. In 2020, the Iron Horse temporarily closed due to COVID, but in the light of the worker controversy, it is yet to reopen. The city has made efforts to get Schur to reopen, including revoking his liquor license unless he sold it or reopened. Today, the Parlor Room, another venue in Northampton, has decided to purchase the Iron Horse from Eric Schur in hopes of reopening the venue.
The Parlor Room decided to move towards the purchase of the Iron Horse because we saw that it was open in the liquor license commission here. There was some local politics going on to take away the liquor licenses of the previous owner, and so we knew that there would be some movement. But really, what influenced it is the legendary status of the venue and of what it means to the town. I'm a musician. I've played the Iron Horse many times. I know what it means to musicians and to the economic development of our town. And it's just a really fun place to spend a night, and it deserves to be open again. So the Parlor Room has been around here for now coming up on 11 years. It's been a part of Signature Sounds recordings. The record label's been around for about 35 years now, and 11 years ago they opened this venue and we have our offices in the back. But then the Parlor Room transitioned to being a nonprofit in January of this year, which basically nonprofit ownership means that it's community owned. There's a board of directors that run it and make the financial decisions, but there's no single owner of a nonprofit. And so our mission now as a nonprofit is to enhance the health and vitality of our community through the power of music. We do that through our School of Music, through our small venue here in the Parlor Room, and now we'll be continuing to do that at the Iron Horse. So we're still in early processes of all of that. Our lease doesn't actually begin at the Iron Horse till November 1st. But there'll be some renovations that we do. It needs a new floor. We're going to be working on making the bathrooms more handicap accessible, and hopefully making it a more comfortable experience for everybody coming in to see the shows. I'm sure a lot of high school students maybe have never been there before, or it's been closed now for quite a while. But it's a legendary place. The artists that have played there over the 45 years since the Iron Horse began has been really incredible legacy of talent that comes through this relatively small city. So we're really lucky to live in a city that has this kind of musical history, and it's a really important part of the nightlife. So our goal is to work through the winter on renovations and hopefully be open in the spring. For the most part, we're not really trying to change all the things that people love about it. We're trying to bring back the music that made the place so special. So we're hoping to have 20 shows a month there for much of the year. We're hoping to have shows that help bring people to restaurants in town and also bring in all ages into the venue. So we're hoping to have a diverse lineup. We're hoping to attract diverse customers to come in and just create a community space that everybody can enjoy.
Make sure to support your local venues and go see a show when the Iron Horse reopens. Thank you for watching Culture Shock.
Do you want to come to the party with us?
Yeah, I'll go to the party. Oh, why do I have to wear this? Ew!
Ugh, what are you wearing? I started playing Episode probably in early middle school.
I started playing Episode when I was like, I'm gonna say like 3rd grade, if I'm being honest.
Currently at 0 on screen time. I'm an Episode veteran. I deleted it.
No, same. I deleted the game. It affected me in a negative way because I spent so much money on it. I had to get rid of it.
Diamonds.
I haven't played my screen time. I haven't played it in a while, so I'm gonna say like 0 right now because it's been a while since I played the game.
Oh, a lot. I would say like at least a couple hours a day.
The best story, in my opinion, were the ones that were like the romance with like the hot guy, and you were like the girl, and you had to like seduce him. And you're like, oh, what do you wear to school that day? But I spent too many diamonds on it, so I deleted it.
I think I remember the last game I played was a romance one. Like it was like something to do like a royal baby or something. It was pretty cool. It's yeah. So the romance ones are probably the best ones, in my opinion.
Oh, I love all of them. I love Episodes so much.
Did you hear about the one where there's this homeless girl?
Oh.
Yeah, her name is Helen Keller. I named her. She gets found by a famous rock star on the side of the road. He was on tour and he just picked her up and they're like, "You're coming with me now."
I would love to play.
Yeah, I gotta send that to you.
You gotta send it to me.
I have spent money on this game. I spent probably around $50 on this game. I have a spending issue.
From what I can remember, yes. It's definitely not anywhere close to $50, but yeah.
All right, bro.
I would recommend it if you're like bored and want to find a new game and you like story games. I would recommend it. Other than that, like, yeah.
I would 100%
recommend
recommend the game.
I would recommend the game.
It has changed my life. It makes me interact with people differently now that I've played it. It makes me who I am today, and I think without it, I would be really different. I reckon.
I think yes. I'm affected in negative and positive ways. Negative ways being my spending habits are probably poor. But positive ways and social skills are pretty good.
This game has changed my life, most definitely.
Indubitably.
Welcome to Hamped Up. In the past years, buying tickets to NHS sporting events have always been bought on site with cash. And a recent email sent out by the athletic director announced a new app that will be used to buy and hold tickets. The email also states that tickets will no longer be bought on site and cash will not be accepted. On the app, tickets and season passes will be sold. However, for every ticket purchased, there will be a $1 fee per ticket. Today, we spoke with the athletic director, Dave Prue, about this new change.
GoFan's a digital ticketing service that a lot of high schools across the country use for ticketing, whether it be sporting events, school events like prom, graduation, field trips. For sporting events, the school can use it for any number of school events, whether it be prom, graduation, musical, concerts, plays, really any event that the school would like to put on and sell tickets for. Okay. The push for me to enter into an agreement with GoFan. First, the MIA, our governing body for our state athletic association, and our conference, the PVIAC, have both entered agreements with GoFan. So GoFan ticketing is going to be used for our state tournament and our regional tournament games, ones that we could possibly host. There are other schools in the area that were going with GoFan and moving towards this digital ticketing solution, and we felt it was a good time to make the transition from the old school cash system to this digital ticketing solution. I think the complications of the system will lessen over time. I think when you start it and it's the first few events and the people are coming to the events for the first time, I think there's going to be that issue of not having an account in the length of time it takes to create the account and purchase the ticket. But once people get used to it and our families are able to purchase passes at a discounted rate, our students are able to get their passes and have it on their phone and have their accounts in place. I actually think it'll be easier than the lines that exist and having to wait for people to buy daily tickets and having to go through the cash option. So I think in the long run it will be a more efficient and easier way to get to our games.
Today, the chefs are making the food in the Next Iron Chef. Welcome chefs to the Next Iron Chef. Today we got some chefs making their food and they can serve it up for the judges. Here's our guests. My name is Cthulhu, and today I am from a game that I don't know where I'm from. My name is Chef Nemo, I'm from the Great Barrier Reef, and I'm also going to be cooking as well. Brains, 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 brains. Brains, 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 brains. Alright chefs, you have 3 more minutes for you to make the food. So your cooking begins now. You got 30 seconds, chefs. Alright, chefs, time's up. Put it down and walk away. Cthulhu, tell me about your dish. I've made a fried egg with some spices like oregano, basil, and rosemary and stuff, and that's it. So that was my dish, apparently. Alright, Cthulhu, you can walk away now. Alright, Zombie. Tell me about your dish, what you made, Mr. Zombie. Brains, 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 brains. Brains, brains, brains. Brains, 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 brains. Brains, 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 brains. Brains. Love the dish, it's really good. You can walk away now. Alrighty then, Nemo. Alright, you're the last one, so tell me about your dish. My dish is baked pickles with salt and black pepper for my savory dish and stuff. And that's all. Case closed. Alright, Nemo, you can definitely walk away. Chefs. So the winner is Nemo. Yay, I won! Look at that. What did I win? A prize? A medal? Or something? What is it? What is it? What is it? Thanks for watching The Next Iron Chef. Have fun and welcome to the transcript.
Also, the NHS Band is selling Krispy Kreme donuts for $15 a dozen. Put in your order with a member of the band by October 20th, and the donuts will be delivered Monday, October 30th. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.